the point, at 6'3", number 4, Drew Holiday. Starting at center, standing 7'2", number 8, first off for Porzingis. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of your home team, your Boston Celtics.
The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the New York Knicks. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. So the New York starting 5, they've got OG Anunoby. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. So Boston wins the tip. Tatum with it. It's Brown on the wing. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Hard against Brown. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
And they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside, White shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brunson finds Hart. For the 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's Holiday. Shoots over Brunson. Holiday gets the bucket.
Operating in traffic. Nice move by Holiday.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Towns up top. And there's the pass to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
White looking around. Over in the corner, Brown. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Bridges passes to Towns. Bridges against White. Brunson outside. Stolen by Holiday. He kicks it to Tatum. He dishes it to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Here's Porzingis. Towns with the defensive effort.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Here's Brunson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
In one area where Brunson's improved
first one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brunson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Porzingis inside. Towns on him. And the rejection by Towns.
A towering presence inside. When Porzingis is this close, you almost have to foul.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Brunson, no good. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Holiday. And he drops it in from the low post. Holiday's got his second bucket. For New York, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Towns against Porzingis. And Towns gets it to go.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Stolen by Anunoby. Passes it to Towns. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Brunson. Knicks trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with a lead pass. Well done.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Both teams will make substitutions.
Once again for Celtics.
And the Celtics with possession here. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Inside, here's Pritchard. Poke loose.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Up top, McBride. Guarded by Horford. Celtics leading by 5. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Fires for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Here's McBride. Pass to Payne. Now, here's Achua. Guarded by Horford. Achua inside. Working on Horford. Achua, no good. To the inside. Here's Hauser. Guarded by Robinson. Here's White. It's good from long range. White's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Payne looking around. Pass to Achua from downtown. Buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Basket good.
How is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Up top, McBride. Right covering. Outside for Robinson. On the wing, Anunoby. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Cornette. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Achua, no good. Now here's White. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Holiday, and there's Porzingis, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Bridges against Holiday, and he banks in the lane. Holiday's got 6.
You can see the toughness that Holiday plays with. Contact doesn't phase him.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Towns finds Achua. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Towns. Bridges outside. The pass to Hart. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And here's Tatum for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here's Towns. 8 points for him. Here's Achua. Porzingis with the block.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Boston. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shot clock at 5. Hart kicks to Achua. No good on the 3. Boston leading by 5. To the paint. And stolen by Achua. Brunson against Holiday. That bucket in no time at all.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Hard against Tatum. Kept alive. And the rejection by Tatum. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Good on the 3-point shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
Towns, no luck.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Hart against Tatum. Hart, no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And here's Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On deep, Brunson. And they recover it. Towns dishes to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. A second chance effort. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Now, here's Craig. Covered by Achua. Craig can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 7. Bridges passes to Towns. It's tipped, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Porzingis, and it's White in for Torrey Craig. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Achua. OG Anunoby comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. And here's Payne following the three-pointer by Derek White.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Mitchell
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. In the third spot, Jason Tatum.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. McBride's checked in. Tipped away. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 10. Pass to McBride. Lobbed up there for Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Austin's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask it for him to drop another triple on him.
Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Entertainment.
Here is Robinson. Here's Anunoby. Reverses, and it's blocked. Towns against Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Boston. Knicks trail by 13. Payne passes to Robinson. Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 6. And it's Payne in the corner. Robinson down low. Guarded by Horford. Robinson kicks to Payne. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Payne.
Celtics leading by 11. Brown deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Anunoby. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, Tatum.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Down low. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Robinson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it's so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we'll keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Looking at Boston, after falling into a 1-0 hole to start the series, they look to be getting back on the right track here tonight. And it's crucial that they do hold on to this halftime lead because falling behind 2-0 would leave them with a very steep hill to climb. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Knicks' first half?
Well, don't get me started with their first half. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinal. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the guard position. Now Hart, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
Here's Brunson. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bridges against Porzingis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Fifth best, Jalen Brunson.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Now here's White. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Connects from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Anunoby has the open look. Misses the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Holiday. Up and in on the layup. Holiday's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And New York making a change here. Achiuwa's checked in. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hart against Tatum. To halt the run, and the layup good by Hart. 5 points in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 6 points for Porzingis.
You love the determination from Porzingis, refusing to let the D get the better of him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Bridges passes to Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. And it's good. 2 points.
Hart, the assist. OG.
Here's Tatum. He's got 12. Now the pass to Holiday. It's hauled in by Achua. Knicks trail by 16. Here's Hart. Drills it from outside.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hart, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 8. Knicks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Elbow shot, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Jalen Brunson. And so it's Boston with it. 13-point lead. Here's Cornette. Still without a basket. Over Robinson. And Cornette gets it to go. Now McBride. Passes it to Anunoby. To McBride. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Achua. No good on the triple. Celtics leading by 15. Here's Hauser. It's rebounded by New York. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McBride. They get the rebound.
Boston foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
2 shots.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Payne, he's checked in for Achua. For Boston, they've got 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. To the inside, Pritchard laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here is Robinson. Over to the left wing. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got 5 now.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Here's Craig. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Celtics have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. Al Horford is checked in for Luke Cornett. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Cameron Payne. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. McBride's shot is off. Celtics leading by 17. And here is Craig. He has 6. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Anunoby. And the Knicks miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head, not